Have you ever felt lost in the chaos of life, as if the world were swirling around you and you were simply trying to keep your head above water? What if I told you that the very source of your overwhelm may not be the situation itself, but rather your desire to control what lies beyond your grasp? Meet Elena, a woman whose vibrant spirit once illuminated every room she entered. Yet, as the tides of circumstance began to shift, she felt adrift, anxiety creeping in like shadows darkening the corners of her mind. Lost in her thoughts, she strived to mend the unraveling threads of her life. Every mistake of the past looped through her mind like a persistent whisper. Every future uncertainty loomed like a storm cloud on the horizon. In her heart, she felt the weight of the world, but it wasn't the world that burdened her. It was her relentless pursuit to control it. Days turned into restless nights spent grappling with what had slipped through her fingers, relationships she could not save, moments she could not reclaim. Each fixation left her more exhausted, like a ship anchored in a tempest, unable to sail toward the calm. Elena sought solace in the quiet wisdom of ancient texts, where she stumbled upon Marcus Aurelius's words, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Those words ignited a flicker of introspection. Perhaps it wasn't about letting go. Perhaps it was about letting go of what drained her, of trying to steer the winds. Trusting this newfound perspective, she began to anchor herself in what truly lay within her grasp. She could control her reactions, her choices, her thoughts. The chaos outside remained. It was an unyielding sea, but she was no longer tethered to it. Instead of fighting the currents, she learned to navigate them, surrendering to the flow while maintaining the course of her own ship. As days passed, Elena practiced the art of detachment, of acceptance. Each time anxiety threatened to arise, she reminded herself of the dichotomy of control. She couldn't change others or predict the future, but she could choose her thoughts and responses. Slowly, she felt the weight lift. The anchor of overcommitment was raised, allowing her heart to breathe once more. This transformation was not instantaneous. It was a journey carved through patience, a steady hands-on common sails of self-discipline and insight. But when she faced heartache or disappointment, she met them not with despair, but with a quiet resolve, a reminder that all things pass, just as storms eventually clear. In moments of crisis, Elena found herself echoing the teachings of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. She was reclaiming her energy, honing her inner peace, empowering her mind to choose clarity and calm even in the tempest of life. And so, we might ask ourselves, what storms are we clinging to? Where do our thoughts strangle our peace? In the quiet aftermath of turmoil, we discover the greatest truth of Stoicism: power lies not in external control, but in the mastery of the self. Letting go isn't a relinquishing of responsibility. It's a commitment to focus on where our true power resides. Just as Elena found her strength in the calm of knowing what she could control, so too can we. As we depart today, remember this simple yet profound reminder: your power begins where your control actually lives. Choose wisely, breathe deeply, and embrace the stillness within. How might your life change if you focused only on that?